You know what? I haven't done a mod review in a year. What should I do?
The trash of fallen angels.
What?
Do you know why the little nuts?
Someone's screwing up in my mind like they've just watched a David Lynch movie. I suspect it was the teacher, like always. She seems to play tricks on me, even when I gain her trust. Nothing brain-wrecking or anything, just child's play. Stop that! Stop that! Not going to a new monologue while I'm here! Half-Payne, also known as Remedy's Fear. I mean, this is not martial arts, but it's close. Max Payne, one of Remedy's most well-known games, was about a broken man working for the DEA, freaking out a case of the designer drug epidemic in New York. No, it's not opioids. Influenced by John Woo flicks, this third-person shooter popularized the bullet time mechanic, as well as offering a plot in the style of film noir. It was so popular and so well received that it got 2 sequels, which sinks Max deeper into hell, while changing looks in between games. So a bit like me. Oh goody, now I'm more exposed. So what do you get when you combine this with Half-Life? You get Fear. And also this mod. Half-Payne was made by Suxon and a few others and released to ModDB in 2016, which got regular updates till late 2018, the final pain. It's exactly what it says on the tin, Max Payne shooting his way through aliens and soldiers in Black Mesa. What, you expected it was about a mediocre version of Max Payne? Give me a break. Basically, the new features the mod has are bullet time, slow-mo diving, a few new guns, a few changes to the maps, painkillers, and Max's commentary. Plus, game modifiers to spice up your playthrough, more fun that way. Anyways, you start off and it's the usual tram ride to Sector C. You get to the locker room and wear the jacket, and apparently serve as Gordon's replacement. Whatever happened to him? Did he die in the hazard course? So you go to the test chamber, fuck shit up, meet some Vortigons, and get out of the place. It's basically just Half-Life at this point, though you can use bullet time to your advantage, and you restore it by killing enemies, much like the game the mod was based. When in bullet time, the rounds are physical instead of just hit scans. Honestly, it's rather unnecessary to use diving in slow motion during the first 2 actual chapters, unless it's this part with the vorts. It's not until we've got hostiles where it becomes needed. God damn, these soldiers are a pain. They take a chunk of health from you when you're not careful, so it's best to use bullet time in these situations, instead of wasting it on trying to be cool diving to the other side. I'm relieved that I don't have to bind the slow motion and dive separately by default. Since there's no power batteries, no health stations, you have to rely on painkillers that I pick up and stack up to 9 of them. Taking one will instantly heal a bit like in Max Payne 3, but you can make it heal you gradually by using the gameplay mods included. At first it'll be chock full of them by the time you start the 3rd chapter. Like I said, that's when things get hairy. You likely run out of them, you have to save often. Yeah, this mod doesn't fuck around, and I'm on medium. Still easier than Max Payne though. For weapons, there are 2 replacements and 2 new ones. The Beretta from the HD pack replaces the clock, and the Desert Eagle from Opposing Force replaces the revolver, which makes sense since he uses them in the game, plus you can double wield them for some extra John Woo shit. Even in slow motion, the Eagle is a hit scan weapon. Glad none of the enemies use it. For new stuff, we got the Ingrams, which are like Uzis, which fire at a rapid rate at the cost of ammo count. Since it shares reserve ammo with the Beretta and the MP5/M4, it's best to use it sparingly. Speaking of which, there's the M249, which you can find in a few places. Much like its Op4 counterpart, it packs a punch and the recoil will make you go backwards. Even without the need to reload, it's best to conserve its ammo. In fact, once you get to the later chapters, you most likely run out of ammo for a weapon often. This applies to the base game as well, so it's not a problem for the mod, but still. For maps, there are a few changes like more enemies and no power stations, only cabinets full of pills. Plus, in the base campaign, there's a nightmare level reminiscent to the ones in Max Payne. Thankfully, it's not as nauseating as those when it comes to platforming, if only a bit too slow for me. Other than that, nothing has changed in the mapping department. Oh, we'll get to that. The next thing is Max's commentary. He likes to utter stuff through his usual inner monologue, whether it's a weapon you pick up, scripted sequences you witness, and when you pick up and consume painkillers. It doesn't get annoying since he uses one of the multiple lines from Max Payne 3, even if it is repeated. The comments come from either the first game or the third. Since I never played the second, I don't know if the mod includes the lines from that, but you can tell which line is from the first or the third by the tone of Jay McCaffrey's voice.
Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall.
Things turn up in the strangest of places.
The pressure was too much. I'd sunk down to their level. It wasn't worth it. Nothing was.
I hadn't seen one of these before.
I've got a message for you. Make sure you don't...
You're killing me.
Jesus, what a fucking creep.
Same goes to the music. You either hear stuff from Half-Life, the first Max Payne, or Half's distinct game soundtrack from the third. Apparently it really fits well most of the time. I'm quite happy and surprised that music doesn't stop after loading a new map, which plagues many mods for it. After going to Zen to defeat the Nihiland, seriously, even with Max's moves, Zen still sucks. You get a different ending, which involves a G-Man taking you to a battle you have no chance of winning, yeah. After 4 tries or so, I actually did it. I just wish it had tears playing instead. Shoot the bastard and you're done, I guess.
You're in a computer game, Max.
And I realized this bullshit started with a trap and seemed destined to end in one.
Well, there's that, plus the post-credit sequence, which has to agree with the mod, I'm guessing, speaking to the G-Man or whatever, for interacting with Payne.
Do tell your cancel the person who's responsible for this will never, ever interact with Payne. You understand?
Their actor makes mine sound like McCaffrey. But we're not done yet, because we have gameplay mods and extras to talk about. Using this menu at the top right gives you options for mods and variety challenges, such as Black Mesa Minute, where you must progress the stage before time runs out, and killing someone gives you more seconds. Goofy mods, such as V6 mode, where it plays like, well, V6. Or is it 6V? Pain %, where you must take pills every time because you're dying quickly, while enemies die like in Command & Conquer. Pain, where everyone's replaced by Sam Lake. More like Max Invasion, am I right? Plus some extra max like VR missions from Metal Gear Solid, fast bunny hopping while the enthusiast soundtrack plays. Sure, remind me that I should review the game. The K based on Tomb Raider, and going through the hazard course while enemies attack you, as well as a rail shooter at a tram ride. They are very enjoyable, but my favorites has to be the ones where it gives you random mods every certain time. God damn, going through Black Mesa, hoping it doesn't give you a shitty perk to endure for a while. You just don't know how exciting and sometimes frustrating it can be to play with that. Or if you like, you can try finishing the game in one sitting without saving. So that was Half-Payne. While harder than the base game, it's a really enjoyable mod, even more with the variety of alternate playthroughs. While I'm quite happy with Sam Lake's Payne model used for aesthetic's sake, I just wish the death scenes were better, like... instead of... But that's just a nitpick. Go try it once, with random gameplay mods too. It'll never get old. Maybe Saxon will make a mod similar to that for Half-Life 2. Then I remember S-mod's a thing. Oh, and don't forget to find and shoot the Caratans. Well, that was fun, but imagine Gordon Freeman in the Max Payne universe. Actually, how about if I should go for more mods that combine games, like Call of Duty and Star Wars, Doom and Super Mario, Half-Life and Resident Evil. And no, not the midlife crisis action in Resident Evil. Yeah, real funny, Liddy. I shouldn't let you be the producer. Can I go back to the one before it?